Today we're answering some big questions. What's the easiest way to progress towards permanent residency without a job offer? How can you land a job in Saskatchewan if you are applying from out of country virtually? And what are the quickest paths to secure a job offer? I'll be covering strategies that can fast track your success, including how ChatGPT can simplify your journey. We'll touch on common pitfalls, industry secrets, and how to make your application stand out. If you are thinking of a move to Saskatchewan, send me an email. My info is in the description below. Some of the common challenges for finding a job in Saskatchewan if you are out of country include visa restrictions. You might have a limited ability to work without a proper visa. It's of course harder to attend interviews when you live abroad. Some of your foreign qualifications may not be easily recognized here in Canada. And then adjusting to the Canadian workplace culture is a little bit of a change as well. If you are in the country, it's easier to attend interviews, but you also may need to gain access to local references and some Canadian work experience. And if you're looking for a way to gain some really good credibility locally and some experience, try volunteering. And you can actually, of course, do this in person, but there are also opportunities to volunteer for local Saskatchewan nonprofit organizations, even if you are virtual. Make sure that when you are researching the jobs that are in demand here in Saskatchewan, it's important to understand the important resource sectors, including agriculture, mining and energy, manufacturing, technology and innovation, healthcare, and education. The pathways to secure a job offer in Saskatchewan by way of the Saskatchewan Immigration Nominee Program and PNP programs are as such. Number one, the International Skilled Worker. Now this does require a valid job offer from a Saskatchewan employer. Two, the International Skilled Worker, occupation in demand. Now this does not require a valid job offer, but your occupation must be on Saskatchewan's in demand list. 3. International Skilled Worker, Saskatchewan Express Entry. Now, this requires entry into the Federal Express Entry Pool and nomination by Saskatchewan. If you are nominated by Saskatchewan Immigration Nominee Program, you receive additional points on your application, boosting your chances in the Express Entry Pool. If you are looking for alternate pathways, consider the Post-Graduation Work Permit. This is open to international students who have completed a program at a designated learning institution in Canada. They are valid for up to 3 years depending on the length of the study program. After gaining work experience, you can apply for permanent residency through the Canadian Experience class under the Express Entry or via provincial programs like SINP. Spousal Open Work Permit. I have heard that this is the easiest pathway. However, it can also be one of the most expensive pathways to get a work permit without a job offer. The Spousal Open Work Permit is eligible to somebody who is the spouse of one person who is under a study permit in Canada currently. If your spouse has a valid study permit for a full-time student or a work permit, you can apply for an open work permit. This allows you to work for any employer in Saskatchewan without needing a specific job offer. International Experience Class, IEC. This is available to youth from certain countries with bilateral agreements with Canada. Categories are working holiday visa, open work permit, no job offer needed. Young professionals requires a job offer, but specific to career development. International co-op internship, specific to students who need work placement as a part of their studies. The pathway to permanent residency, gaining Canadian work experience, and then applying through the Saskatchewan Immigration Nominee Program or Express Entry. Visitor visas for job search, known as temporary resident visas, are another really great way for you to get your boots on the ground here in Canada so that you can attend interviews and start to gain some knowledge and experience and shake hands belly to belly in person with some Canadian employers, some Canadian industry professionals in order to get that much closer to starting your job offer process here in Canada. When you're looking to secure a job offer, this is the most important piece of all of it. Yes, you need to understand the process, process, but actually securing a job offer for anybody as far as that's concerned really comes down to a few key points. Make sure that you build a strong professional network here in the local area. It's a little bit tougher to do this when you don't currently live in Canada, but if all you're doing is handing out resumes and expecting people to just give you a job, that is not the right approach for anybody. It's important to build the groundwork first, if at all, and in any time you can, because you might build a strong relationship with somebody who can help point you in the right direction. You might do that multiple times to build yourself a network of resources for people that can help make introductions to opportunities where you do meet somebody from a really great first person perspective who can introduce you to an employer who you didn't even know was looking for a job because they didn't post it publicly anywhere. Your network is your net worth. Of course, you need to make sure that your resume and your cover letter are prepared for the Canadian job market and they are presented well, but there are a few extra steps that make a world of difference in this process. Some of the popular job boards where you can find employers looking for people are saskjobs.ca, which is actually recognized by Simp. You've also got Indeed, you've got LinkedIn, Glassdoor, Job Bank of Canada, and the easiest way to actually get an interview is through a third-party headhunter who can help create some credibility and tee up that application so that you're more likely to get that job interview. When you're looking for which companies you want to work for, check the career sections of the major employers and ensure that these companies are recognized by Simp. When you're looking to build your professional network, join relevant LinkedIn groups, set up your LinkedIn profile so that it is geared towards Saskatchewan, and then start engaging in local relevant content to your industry. And matter of fact, start sharing articles so that people start recognizing your face and name in the community. Now, you can attend job fairs locally or virtually as well. You can attend industry-specific conferences and seminars. You could join Facebook community groups or professional networking groups. You could join local business associations or the Chamber of Commerce. Here's a list of examples: SINP information sessions, Saskatoon Chamber of Commerce virtual networking events, Saskatchewan Economic Development Association webinars, industry-specific meetups in agriculture or a tech that you can find on Eventbrite, University of Saskatchewan career fairs and networking events, Regina Open Door Society employment webinars, Government of Saskatchewan Employment Services workshops, Saskatchewan Trade and Export Partnership STEP webinars, Canadian Immigrant virtual career fairs, LinkedIn local Saskatoon virtual meetups. Whenever you're connecting with local people here in Saskatchewan, Canada, don't always ask for an introduction to an employer for a job offer. Ask for advice and insights and be very specific with your questions, because the more generic or general the question is, the less likely that you're going to get an answer that might help you towards that process. You might consider workshops and training programs to make yourself more employable and more approachable when it comes to the job interview process and securing that job offer. Resume writing and interview preparation workshops can be vital. Sales training, I personally really believe in, because you're ultimately selling yourself. And I always say, imagine if you knocked on 1,000 doors and you got to the 990th person and you told them, I'm here on a visitor visa. I just talked to 990 people before I met you, and I'm really excited about the opportunity to work for your company. And they said, excuse me, you knocked on how many doors? We're making you a part of our sales department. The truth is, sometimes it's the sheer volume and the sheer effort with your personal story attached to it. You just might meet somebody from your own community that's looking for somebody that has the same work ethic that you do, that you can easily display when you just simply put in the work. Toastmasters and Dale Carnegie public speaking programs are a really great way to meet people, but also improve your communication skills and your presentation skills, because ultimately when you do a job interview, it is a presentation. Job search strategy seminars can be very good, and certification courses are not only helpful, but beneficial when it comes to padding your resume with something relevant to Canadian experience. Now, when it comes to acing your job interview, make sure before you go on the appointment that you research the company thoroughly. Most other applicants will not do this. Instead of relying on methods such as simply submitting resumes, develop a detailed plan that showcases how you can solve specific problems that company currently has. Offer a very unique insight and suggest innovative solutions that align with the company's goals. And this will demonstrate your proactive approach and commitment, not just to finding a job, but to their company specifically. Be willing to start on a trial basis in order to prove your worth. And by taking this initiative, you distinguish yourself from other candidates. This proactive strategy will dramatically increase your chances of securing a job offer. Make sure that you practice answers to common questions that will come up in an interview. Make sure you prepare some of your own questions and always dress professionally and arrive on time. Once you've done the interview, send a personalized thank you within 24 hours, reiterate your interest in the position, and follow up within 1 to 2 weeks if you haven't heard back. Now, one of the biggest tools we have access to today is ChatGPT and artificial intelligence. There are a lot of really great ways you can apply it to help improve and simplify your process in doing this. Use ChatGPT to craft and refine your resume and cover letter by generating content that matches job descriptions and industry expectations in Saskatchewan. Ask ChatGPT to help identify key skills and qualifications in job postings, ensuring your applications are tailored to what employers are seeking. ChatGPT can actually break down complex immigration policies, SINP guidelines, and work permit requirements to help you understand them better. You can use ChatGPT to help learn new pathways and requesting additional explanations when you are looking to brainstorm different pathways to permanent residency, like SINP categories, with tailored advice based on your situation. And when you're looking for market research and resources and insight, use ChatGPT to gather information about job market trends, high demand occupations, and employer expectations in Saskatchewan, ensuring that you are informed and prepared. You can also use it to engage in mock interviews with ChatGPT, receiving feedback on your responses to improve your confidence and performance. You can also get advice on how to build a professional network in Saskatchewan, including online networking tips and how to approach industry professionals. You can also use ChatGPT to help with translations, crafting professional emails, or understanding nuances in communication, making it easier for you to connect with employers. You can also ask ChatGPT about Canadian workplace culture and etiquette, ensuring that you are prepared for the expectations of employers in Saskatchewan. I hope you found some value. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are thinking of a move in Saskatchewan, send me an email. My info's in the description below. Otherwise, have a fantastic, wonderful day, and I will see you on this video next. Thank you very much.